Alright guys, we are back. I got a new amp. It is a EVH 5150 Iconic 40-watt combo, and I just wanted to do some playthrough on it so people could hear it in different tunings and with different pickups. So we're going to be on a red channel with the burn switch on, and we're going to be running the boost. And the first guitar is going to be the Dave Mustang King V Pro clone that I built with the JH2 pickup and E standard. And let's get into it here and hear it. Alright guys, this is guitar number 2, and this is the Ibanez with the DiMarzio deactivators in it, and it's a half step down. And if you could tell from the first clip, it's a very noisy amp. So it has a built-in noise reduction in the amp. I have it all the way cranked. The only pedal I'm using today is a noise gate in front. And you could actually put one in an effects loop and I believe clean that sound up, but I wanted to be able people to hear it the most unprocessed tone. That way you know when you buy these amps they are going to be noisy, but they're a high gain amp. So let's get into it here on this second guitar. Alright guys, this is the third guitar. This is my Jackson Rhodes with Carvin M22 SD pickup in C sharp. And let's hear what it sounds like. Alrighty guys, this is guitar number 4. This is a Jackson JS 22 7-string with Ibanez 7620 DiMarzio pickups in it. And let's get into it here and see what it sounds like. Alright guys, that was just a little unprocessed playthrough. I don't do any editing, no double tracking or no post EQ or none of that stuff. It's just an SM57 in front of the mic. That way you hear exactly what is coming out of it. Now, my thoughts are with this amp, it's a very, very good amp. It's a new version of the 5150 design, so it does have a little bit more gain on tap, and it does have more noise. You get that with a high gain amp. So I feel like I said, if you stick a noise reduction pedal in the effects loop, it's probably going to kill most of that. And I've actually have it in a power conditioner, so I know it's not dirty power, it's just the amp. So the speaker is a Celestion design speaker. It's kind of vintage 30 voiced. It's a little bassy, so the trick is with this amp is you need to turn your bass down, you need to turn your mids up. That'll help out big time. Now, in the future, we'll probably do some speaker changes and some things like that. This is exactly what you can get out of this amp. There's no boost pedal or anything. It's the boost built in the amp. And there's not a whole lot of these playthroughs on this. So I wanted to do some different tunings and pickups so people could actually really hear the difference in this, the way it's going to react to your guitar. One thing to keep in mind is for you first-time tube amp buyers, you're probably better off staying with like a 20-watt tube amp. The gentleman I got this off of, he could not get a good tone out of this amp. And it wasn't the amp, and it really wasn't his fault. This is a 40-watt amp. You have to crank it to make it sound good. And unfortunately, he didn't really have the area to do that. So I have an isolation room I've been using for a long time, and I actually had to add 2 more inches of insulation all the way around my isolation area, and it's still penetrating it. So that kind of tells you the sheer volume that you have to get to make these amps sound good. And I hope this helps y'all, and thank y'all for watching, and like, share, and subscribe.